So this is my bike. I tried to turn it on a couple months ago and it ran. Wasn't even hard to kick it on. I mean, I just had a little struggle trying to learn with putting the throttle on and stuff. I assembled it fine. The wheels are a little tough to hold together while I shove the axles in and stuff. Anyway, but now a couple or 3 or 5 days ago, I could not actually turn this on. I don't know what I was doing wrong, or if I was doing anything wrong, or if it was just too cold. After all, it is winter. Um, but it wouldn't turn on, so I've been trying to, like, think about inspecting it. So, I did take this off and stuff. I tried to take this thing off too. This is where, I forget what you call it, but I have heard what is what goes under this anyway. It says that you're supposed to obviously have this in neutral, as you probably know, with this shifter thing, and I can't tell any difference. I can't tell any difference between what neutral is, or, I mean, no matter how many times I click this thing, I guess it clicks there. I don't really notice much change that I remember, and I didn't notice anything when I tried kickstarting it. Anyways, then I was, like, this thing broke. Here, I'm just trying to note the possibilities of what may be going wrong here. This thing broke, so I just drilled it out and made. I took a Home Depot bolt and made this thing. So there's no threads on the forged solid kicker here. I sure wish this thing were longer. It's such a pain with your feet, but I'm not complaining. I know this is a cheap bike. Anyways, and then also I tried pulling this thing out. I guess you can. I know that. Yeah, see, that's the first time I've done this because I just watched a video, and you can just pull this out. I'm willing to buy what you would call it, a voltage meter, whatever you call them. I don't know what kind I would get either. I'd have to do quite a bit of research to figure that out. Also, I would want to say that I'm trying to street legalize this bike, or at least I think you can. And so I mostly just want this for transportation so that I can ride it to a dirt trail for fun, and then catch some air, if you know what I mean. Maybe a little, maybe less air, because I know this is kind of a notoriously flimsy bike. Yeah, it won't start. So I guess I'll make another video about trying to start it after yeah. I even tried, I think it was on a Saturday, to put this thing up, which I hadn't tried before, and it still wouldn't go. And then another thing I would know is that when I was trying to kickstart it, after about 25 times of kickstarting it at least, I did hear that there was this little air that was coming out of here. By the way, I'm gonna just lock this back on. It sounded like some, what do you call it? Some hissing sound every time it sounded like it was farting out something. There's some kind of, it sounded like a balloon that was slowly leaking air, I guess you would say. Anyway, there was some air that might have been leaking. Oh, it looks like this thing does have a little bit of liquid in it. I don't know if it's oil, I don't know if it's gas, and I know that probably if it's mixed with oil and gas, it's a super bad sign. Anyway, I would I would hope to like either. I mean, I really want to do. I'm willing to do something fairly drastic with this bike. I might even want to. I've heard that like, um, if you like totally replace the engine, it can run fine. If you and also the carburetor. I know that I'm probably gonna get a new carburetor. I've heard that's something that often gets an F minus on this bike. So I think it's just unlucky. And yes, I did have this in that position when I was trying to start it. It took me a while, about 20 kicks, to figure that out after watching